Hey everybody, it's Pop Call Friday. John Hope Bryant, still with a slightly raspy voice. That's my amazing assistant behind me, Sharmila Freeman. If you've never met her, you've heard about her. She is the bomb. And no, I'm not driving. And this is the pain in the rear end, Sir James Buchanan.
Hoorah!
Hoorah! Who also helps to run my life. It's John Hope Bryant, Chairman CEO of Operation Hope, America's largest nonprofit financial services network for the poor, the struggling class, the teetering class, folks with too much month at the end of their money. I see you guys signing on. Hello. Hey, Kevin signing on. You guys from around the world. Let me help you save $50,000 real quickly. Hey, Sergio, John Hope Bryant for 2020. Sergio keeps trying to get me to run for president. No, I don't think so. Hey, Mahalangu. Is that from Africa? Mahalangu? Yep, South Africa. JL Priester, I'm wearing your bracelets, JL. Julian from Charlotte. Greg from Charlotte. Hey. James Joseph. Hey. All right, let me get into this. Hey, let me help you save $50,000. People who say you can't save any money. You're struggling with too much month at the end of your money. You don't know how to save. You think that living from paycheck to paycheck means you can't. 44% of Americans would have to sell something in order to save in order to deal with a $400 emergency. 44% of Americans would have to sell something they own. Not black folks, that's everybody. Black, white, red, brown, and yellow, you all need some more green. Hey, Jamie Nelson signing on. Again, for you who don't know, that's a great Sharmila Freeman, my amazing assistant. She's brilliant and keeps me going. So you want to know what keeps me going, what my schedule is, my life around the world? That brilliant lady. And then Sir James is in charge of irritating me. That's him. That's right. That's what he said. That's right. Okay, here it is. So we were just talking about, I'll tell you in a week or two, that's where we're going, Sir James, but you can go turn around. We're not in a rush. But don't have an accident trying to get there. James can do it. Sir James, a lot of things. Driving's not one of them. So, no, he's a good driver. Just like Mama's Maybelline, trying to put him a driver. Driving Miss Maybelline. I mean, it's like, just driving is like, I can walk someplace faster than Sir James can get me there.
And you still get there alive.
He still, well, yes, as we get there alive. Yes. So, it was necessary. It's very necessary. So Sir James is former military. He's former Marine Corps, by the way. Sir James, best way to Sir James is he says the Marines don't die, they go to hell and regroup. And he said that when his children were going through school, coming up, he said to them, you know, because he grew up in the urban core, grew up in the inner city, and he's trying to give them some backbone, trying to make sure that they, were focusing on him and not the streets, listening to him and not, these thugs in the streets. And you grew up in the inner city, you have a lot of distractions. So Sir James said to them, look, I love you very much, but you have two choices. I can put you through school, or I can put you through a wall. That's my assistant, Sir James Buchanan, who does not play. Okay, does not play. You guys like that? Yeah. JL says she loves you, Sharmila.
Hey, JL.
She says, hey, JL. All right, so here it is. We were talking about a deal that I closed, and I can't talk about the details right now. I'll talk about it next week. But the documents were coming in my office, signing, and I was in San Francisco signing. I signed like, I don't know, 300 sets of documents. And then I got to Atlanta, and there's more signing, and Sir James was printing out some more stuff, signing. So Sharmila walks in my office 2 days ago with a certificate, a real certificate, to become a notary. Sharmila's like, I don't think so. We're not having random people making money on your signature. We're going to have real people who are like hustling in the office making money off your signature. Now, I'm sure she'd actually do it for free, but I'm going to pay her. But the point is, Sharmila she wasn't begging. She wasn't, she should do it completely legit. You need a notary. Everybody needs a notary when you're doing legal documents. It was really smart of her. Hey, I should join in from Switzerland. It's really smart of her. Sir James, people from Africa saying hello to you. Thandanzile is her name. It's a beautiful name. So she is completely legitimate. I need a notary, but she's like, you gonna have to walk around me. I'm right outside your office. You're going to walk around me and go down the street, up the street to go get yourself a notary. But I'm right here, which means she's got the benefit of quality location. So we're joking about this, but I'm actually really admire that about her. It's chutzpah, right? Because we know this guy Eric from my book Out the Poor Can Save Capitalism made $17,000 a month as a mobile notary. Now we're sitting here talking about whether it's Avon or whether it's a notary service or whether you're selling Dermalogica, which is one of the operational partners. What's another example, you guys, of a part-time gig? Your 9 to 5 financing your 5 to 9 gig. Mary Kay, was it? Avon, Mary Kay. What else, Sir James? Not the Homeboy Shopping Network, folks. By the way, that one doesn't qualify. Etsy, yeah. If you're Etsy's a great platform. eBay, Amazon, right? My African brother here is wearing some traditional African clothing here in Atlanta. See, I know why they like that. You don't have to wear any underwear. You just there you go, baby. Look at this. This is great. This is fantastic.
That's right.
See that I did. I want people to see it. That's beautiful. That's what Jesus wore. That's what Jesus wore. I think they call that a thobe in the Middle East. It's not what they call it in Africa. Just gave you guys a cultural lesson. Okay, so we calculated that if you don't even make thousands of dollars. You don't make tens of thousands of dollars. If you made $200 a month and you committed that to savings, so you're a notary and you just, we were saying if you had a notary and you told the local convenience store at your house that you have a notary service, they might put a note up for you, maybe share some revenue with you. That's right. And people who need a notary who come through the gas station or the convenience store would refer them to you. That's right. If you got 2 or 3, 4 or 5 notary gigs a month, that might generate a couple $100 in extra income. That's right. A couple $100 in extra income, let's call it $300, it's $3,600 a month. Right. $3,600 a month times, what do we say, 10 years? Yeah 10 years. $36,000. Right. But if you wanted to set aside $50,000 a year for $50,000 for your children to go to college, or you want to set $50,000 in 10 years for you to retire, or you want to set $50,000 aside for you to start a business, or you want to set $50,000 aside in 10 years when you retire so you can buy some real estate. For 50 grand, you can buy, 4 properties, maybe more than that, depending on how much down payment you put on each property. But for $50,000 a year, for $50,000 in 10 years, all you have to do is $400 a month? Yeah, about 400. Roughly around 400. Yeah. So, Sir James is a better financial literacy expert than I am, by the way. About $400 in, what'd you call that income, Sharmila? It wasn't dedicated income. You said it was savings income? Yeah, now see, Sharmila's out here working. See, I'm doing this video. She got her computer. Look at that. She's got her computer. All right, Operation Hope. All right. So even though we're rolling, she's working. So don't get it twisted. We always hustling at Operation Hope. We're always working. Sir James is over here working. You know I'll fire him if he's driving and working. Well, he's actually not physically driving at the moment, but. And you see, when I said fire him, he had no reaction whatsoever. Like he wasn't even afraid. Look at this. I'm going to fire you, Sir James. It happens every other week. You see that? No reaction whatsoever. He almost invites it, right? Yolanda says something not allowed her to watch the video. You can watch it on replay, Yolanda. It's pretty clear on this side. And it's funny. This one's funny. So if you get yourself a side hustle, a side gig, I cover this a lot in the book, The Memo, coming up in September. A gig economy, because very few people are going to work for a company for 30 or 40 years anymore. You're going to end up working for 4, 5, 6 companies, and if you're Sir James, you're going to get fired from the same company at least 8 times. Gotcha. Okay. And you're going to need to get a side hustle. You're going to need to find another way to build some income. Make your 9 to 5 job finance your 5 to 9 job. So there was a guy who came to my office today. Who was willing to leave his comfortable job at Cox Communications to start a nonprofit. And I just said, no, don't do it, right? He said, well, John, you did it and you became an entrepreneur and this and that and the other thing. Yeah, but I'm crazy, right? And I hustle. I work 18 hours a day. An entrepreneur is somebody who works 18 hours a day to keep from getting a job. That's me. I love what I do. I'm passionate. You don't, and by the way, become an entrepreneur if you want to, but let your 9 to 5 finance your 5 to 9. If you have a job, they're giving you health care. It's not just giving you your salary. They're giving you health care. You may have an expense account. You have reimbursements. You may have office support. They're giving you coffee in the morning, so you don't need to go to Starbucks. By the way, that's a great way. Let me tell you how to save $6,000 a year. Stop going to Starbucks and stop smoking. And if you're making $36,000 a year, I just saved you 10% of your income, because you can stop smoking, as the box says it'll kill you, and go to get yourself some coffee at work for free. It tastes just as good, it's maybe even better than Starbucks. I love Starbucks. I'm not hating on Starbucks. I'm just telling you, if you're a struggling family, you shouldn't be going to Starbucks 3 or 4 times a week. But back to the topic. If you get one of these side gigs, a notary is a great practical example, but we gave some other examples. And earn, again, you don't need to earn, you don't have to earn thousands of dollars a month. Stop thinking that this has to be some overwhelmingly impossible task. $200-300 a month, $400 a month. But as Sharmila said, make that your savings income. Discipline yourself. Don't touch it. You hear me? Don't touch it. I have one friend of mine, Bernard Kinsey, and his wife Shirley. For 30 years, he worked at IBM and she worked in a part-time job. They lived on his salary, and her salary, they just banked it. And they took her salary after 20 years, and they just kept investing her salary. She wasn't doing a fancy job. She was like an office worker, I believe. And they banked every one of her checks and bought stocks and bonds and real estate. And they now have a mansion overlooking the beach in Pacific Palisades with a priceless art collection, and they're financially independent, and they don't work for anybody now. So this is an example of a family who just had a middle-class life, but one person worked and lived off their salary. The other person banked 100% of that check in investments. So what Sharmila that inspired this video called it, I should really rename the video, savings income. But you want a part-time job, even if it's $200, $300, $400 a month, and just make that savings. Do not touch it, because it's compounding, right? It's working for you while you're doing something else. Put that money in a stock account, in stocks that you like. Put it in a shared fractional investment account. Put that money in some bonds. What else could they invest that money in? Sir James, a CD. We don't do CDs anymore. Money market account.
Money market. Low risk investment. Low medium risk investment.
Right.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, they always say you can take $100, take 80% of that, and put it in a guaranteed interest draw. Take the other 20% and invest it in medium to high risk.
Yeah. So basically, the whole point is you want to invest it. Now, when I say invest it, I mean don't give it to your cousin Boo Boo. That's not an investment. That is, I guarantee you, a loss. Do not invest. Do not mix it with family. Don't give it to your girlfriend or your boyfriend. Don't give it to the shyster with a get-rich-quick scheme. Don't give it to somebody who says they can give you 100% return. No, you need somebody. When you invest your money, you need to make it boring. Boring. Stocks, bonds, real estate. Something you can touch, feel, see, and track, that has a track record. Okay, that was your video for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. I quit SunTrust and drove for Uber and Lyft at night and started my own investment firm. That's Sergio. Okay, I love SunTrust, but that's a great move. Your thoughts on Bitcoin? I have no thoughts. I have not done my research on it, but I would not suggest Bitcoin as a way for you, for an unsophisticated investor, to start out your career. I would not. Angelo Thomas, inspired. Thank you very much. Let me see here. Angelo, okay. Chattanooga, Angelo. Great info. That's Donald Damon Drew. Chattanooga is not inspired. Oh, are you inspired or not inspired, Angelo? I think it means you've been inspired. Dwight from Delaware. My parents refused to let me and my brother get jobs. They want us to start our own business, or start young. JL Priester. You're smart, JL. Claudia Rivera. I asked because it seems that you have great ideas. I think I missed the first part of that question. Many streams of income. That's Mr. Harris. Good. Do you have examples in the new memo book, Claudio, of businesses you can start and things you can do? Yes. The memo is the best thing I've ever written, folks. If you wanna get the best in my brain, Sir James would say that's not saying much. Then it's the book, The Memo. Look at Sir James, he's cracking up. Then this is the book, The Memo. It comes out in September. You can pre-order it now. I gotta go to an appointment and take a call. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll do the rest offline in comments. Love you much. Go save the world by saving yourself first. Charity starts at home. This is the civil rights movement, ladies and gentlemen. Unbossed and unbiased, coming to you straight and no chaser from my mobile office here somewhere in Atlanta, Georgia. Say goodbye, Sir James.
Later.
Say goodbye, Sharmila.
Bye, Facebook Live.
She's amazing. All right. Peace out.